Owen and Lily got married half a century ago. Their lives were pretty ordinary, and Owen worked tirelessly to create his own startup. Having no employees to whom he could assign something, he carried out the main workload alone, leaving himself little free time. Although he was trying to take a moment to be with his wife, Lily's displeased expression betrayed that she craved more. To fill the void, Lily sought solace in the company of her confidant Aria. Their bond was akin to that of siblings. Lately, my life seems incredibly boring and monotonous to me. The wife shared her complaints with her friend. Aria, sensing that Lily needed a break, offered a tempting vacation. Frustrated and tired, she poured out on Owen, who, although discouraged by the lonely adventure, decided not to spoil his wife's mood. Unable to escape on his own, he decided to strengthen his business and allocate funds for a joint outing next year. When the time came, Lily flew to the coast. During her absence, conversations with her husband were rare. Owen was immersed in work, and Lily was walking along the coast and sightseeing, which led to short breaks in communication between them. My husband asked me to take some pictures of the walks, expressing a desire to enjoy the beauty that his beloved is facing. It was only fair. But one night, when Owen was about to go to bed, a curious anomaly caught his eye in one of the pictures. Here is his wife lying on the shore with sand under her, and another shadow next to her. Not just a shadow, but a man's figure. Owen asked about Aria's absence from the footage, to which she explained that she was busy photographing for her blog. It seemed suspicious, so the husband studied the other photos more closely, finding in all the photos different hints that his wife was not resting alone at all. It wasn't a chance meeting, it was a pattern. Owen became suspicious about the alleged meetings with his girlfriend, and the next day, he undertook a secret reconnaissance mission. While browsing her social media, he came across her extensive feed filled with photos of her daily antics. And so, in the evening, the image of Aria and her friends sitting in the cafe without me surfaced in my memory. Yeah, the location is confirmed. Owen wasted no time following the cafe. As he approached their table, panic flickered in Aria's eyes, fleeting but unmistakable. The man stared at Aria intently, not looking up as he talked about this scene. When I arrived, you were nowhere to be seen, he continued, without changing his tone. You were explaining something, and then you disappeared without saying a word. The rest of the women went berserk, their cries echoing through the air. There was no hint of a tan on her face, the man noted, emphasizing the suddenness of her disappearance. He noticed Aria's eyes widen, which indicated that she was unprepared. I just flew in to help my mother, she said with a hint of desperation in her voice. But what do you think, Owen? If I call her now, we'll see how she sings, Owen said irritably. With a heavy sigh, she picked up the phone. Her defeat was palpable. It seems that the friend did not mention the need to synchronize their narratives with the usual social media changes. She never expected that the worlds of her friend and her husband would collide. The husband dialed his wife's number, asking about Aria's whereabouts. Her answer was vague, She stated that she left without delving into his motives. When it dawned on him, he wished her a pleasant evening and hung up. Subsequent attempts to contact remained unanswered. A few days later, when she returned home and tried to unlock the door of their apartment, she found herself fiddling with it for several agonizing minutes. At first, she attributed her difficulties with the door to residual fatigue after an eventful vacation. But then the realization came. Her keys no longer fit the locks. The events of that day changed their fate. After dialing her husband's number again, she received a cold message. "You have no place in my house. Your things are waiting for you at your parents'." Confusion gripped her. Calling a taxi, she went straight to Aria. Their communication had been tense in recent days. Aria was evasive, pretending to be busy, but in fact she was struggling with her guilt towards Owen and sympathized with her friend's predicament. There was nowhere to hide, and Aria revealed the truth, offering comfort in her company. Perhaps it was possible to save her marriage, but it was necessary to come up with a plausible explanation. Not wanting to return to her parents' house, she agreed to live with her friend. Despite her futile attempts at reconciliation with Owen, her resolve faltered when he sent her a photo in which the sinister silhouette of her alleged lover was highlighted in red. A divorce followed. Their stay with Aria continued, but neither of them felt burdened by this agreement. United again, freed from deceptive bonds, the best friends enjoyed their newfound freedom. Her life took a new turn when she found solace in the arms of another man and eventually tied the knot again. However, a few years after their union, a painful discovery occurred. Her husband stayed with her during the turbulent period of her pregnancy. Surprisingly, Lily was unable to connect this betrayal with her own indiscretion in the past. However, as the saying goes, what happens happens, often when you least expect it. This story is as old as the world. It reminds of a tangled web of life consequences.